The filter-free diary. Uh,
It's 12:58. Oh yeah, you can kind of see the apartment and the patio from which I sit and collect my thoughts. I think I'm gonna have to go back out there. And I can't walk this far through the story and not put all the pieces together and not just be absolutely and completely disgusted with the male gender. I can't not do it, because it's not like there's only one king out there, so it was only one person's idea. There were a bunch of kings out there, and there's a bunch of them doing incest, and it's not like it's just one unique fucked up individual. It's like that is ugh, that is just what they do, and I'm just in this place and I'm like, really? Really? Because the reason we got to where we are is because they tried to undo what was. They weren't like, let's make a shitty world and fill it full of trash and make people miserable. Believe it or not, that was not their goal. That was not their goal. Their goal was to no longer have the women be in charge, but to make men in charge. That was their goal. Did they think they could do it better? Usually that's what people think when they're like, oh, just let me do it. Yeah, just let you do it. And the thing is, I don't think women were that stupid. Women were not going to be like, yeah, let's put creativity in charge and let's leave balance on the side. I don't think women were that stupid. So what did men do with their bumper bodies? They murdered people. They murdered people. And that is just so cowardly and pathetic. And then they made wars. They made wars with countries and nations and fucking continents. Yeah, fucking sick fucks. Gosh. And I'm sure it started with the religion. I'm sure your Pope was like your first king, right? No, the Pope wasn't even the first king. Fucking A. Gosh, it's just in your nature to be so destructive. And I get it. I get how competition can work on destruction. I do get that. But that is a very simple and basic concept. I like how can you make a pollinator that isn't based on destruction? And I'm not sure you can, because even the way the mind works, it needs destruction as a default, right? Or else all the thoughts you'd think of would always be up and in there and clouded, and you could never have any new thoughts. Don't you think you guys took it a bit too far? No, of course not. And of course you will never admit you're wrong, and of course you will never admit any of this shit, and that's why Spirit actually has to, like, wipe you out. Because all throughout Revelation, it's like Spirit's waiting for you to just confess. And what do? You don't confess. You hide in the mountains and you cry like a bunch of bitches. That's what you fucking do. If you're not throwing temper tantrums, then you're whining like bitches. Like, where are the fucking not losers? I don't know. I am not trying to just verbally bash men, but what the fuck, you dumb fucks? I'm just stuck thinking about, wow. Like if you thought for a second that men were actually intelligent, you would think they were trying to end themselves. You would think man was like, yeah, let's just wipe out the human race. If what they were doing with intention. But you're not even doing it with intention, you dumb fucks. God. You're just so fucking shallow. You're just so fucking shallow. Can you not even think more than one step ahead? Obviously, murder would never be considered a solution if you had more than one thinking block at a time. Gosh. And I'm in a whole world full of you. Gosh. And I'm just thinking about how it got so fucking bad. And now how you guys are definitely not going to try and fix your own fuck-ups. And how you're going to let the whole ship go down. And the captain's probably not even going to try and go down with the ship. He's probably going to crawl away like a fucking coward. Oh, you're so pathetic in my mind. The male gender has become so pathetic. And it's because I can see all of your story throughout thousands and thousands and thousands of years. Gosh, you're pathetic. I can't even say no offense because you should be taking far more offense than I'm actually dishing out. You did bad. You did very, 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 very bad.